Social Security recipients here in the United States are going to be screwed again. And this is all because of the cost of living adjustment for 2025. Now, I did a video on this earlier on this week, and I talked about what we are facing moving forward. We are seeing inflation come down here in the United States. That's good. But the Social Security cost of living adjustment is set. It is at 2.5% for 2025. That is what we know as of today. But the concern is lawmakers are not doing anything to fix this situation, to help Social Security recipients, or to ensure that Social Security remains solvent past 2033. Right now, all we know is that people are going to be limited with what they can do moving forward. So I'll break all this down in just a moment, explain what is going on, why you should be concerned if you are coming up on Social Security retirement or you're already claiming benefits. So I'll break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So for several years, we have been discussing Social Security. Back in 2020, we were talking about Social Security's 2021 was going to be the year of Social Security. But then they quickly came out and shut that down because we couldn't have increases to Social Security while we're currently in a pandemic. Then in 2022, well, same thing happened. Then in 2023, the same thing happened. And in 2024, many people thought this was going to be the year of Social Security because this could be the last time Democrats hold the majority for the House, Senate, and the presidency. Well, obviously, they don't hold the majority in the House. The Republicans do, but they have the majority in the Senate and the presidency. The problem there, President Biden has been looking everywhere else but to Social Security. Well, here's where people are getting screwed. According to reports, we are going to see less done for Social Security moving forward simply because it's harder to pass a bill. Right now, Republicans and Democrats both agree Social Security must be changed, but they can't agree with how to change it, who is going to lead the change, and then which party is not going to throw more bills, more policies into the upcoming bill to hope it gets attached and eventually passed. Well, here's where we're at today. The cost of living adjustment. And I want to explain why this is concerning to many people, and lawmakers know there's nothing they can do about it. Look at this. It says Social Security and Supplemental Security Income SSI benefits for more than 72.5 million Americans will increase 2.5% in 2025. That means the average person is going to receive about $50 more. Well, and that's per month. Well, here's where things get very interesting. Lawmakers know that the way the cost of living adjustment is calculated, well, there's a lot of flaws behind this. We also know that the way that our CPI is calculated, okay, this is our Consumer Price Index. Well, the way this is calculated is flawed as well. Right now, the cost of living adjustment is calculated off of CPI, but here's the concern. CPI, the cost of living, or the Consumer Price Index, it factors in so many different things. It could factor in travel and factors in food and shelter and all this stuff, right? The concern is how many people that are 67 years old or older are traveling around the world, are buying new vehicles, right? Are buying sporting goods, right? Paying for other services. Not a lot. There's just not a lot. This is why many people want to see the CPI-E. This is for the elderly. This will be more detailed for people that are older. Well, it's not happening. Both Republicans and Democrats have come out and said publicly they agree there needs to be a change. However, when somebody pushes for a change, the other party pushes against that change. Not only that, if somebody agrees that, yes, this is what we need to do, the problem is other people jump on board and attach other bills to it. And then it ultimately gets voted down. Now, look at this. This is what the cost of living adjustment has been since 1980. So you see over here in 1980, right here, it's what, 14%. Then it goes down to 11%. Then it's down to 7.5%. Well, over here in 2021, because in 2022, excuse me, it was 8.7%. Then it dropped to 3.2%, and currently it is sitting at 2.5%. The problem is it should be higher. And again, here's the big issue. The cost of living adjustment has been flawed for decades. This isn't something new that all of a sudden happened, but look at this. What if we made a change in, let's say, in 1999? What if we decided we were going to increase make it so it's actually detailed for the elderly? Well, if this was the case, instead of it going up by 1%, or 1.5%, maybe it jumps up by 2.5%. And then instead of 2%, it jumps up by another 1%. Now it's 3% or 4%, right? And it continues to climb this way, right? What would happen eventually is you'd have those compounding annual increases. And so instead of the average person currently, where is it at? The average person currently getting like $1,900 per month, on average, it would be close to like $2,800 to $3,000 a month. How much more would $1,000 to $1,200 a month mean for you? My guess is it would be substantial. It would change your life completely. This is why I continue to say, and I bring this up time and time again, that people on Social Security are screwed. They get screwed every single month. Social Security is just a way to keep people in poverty. That's it. It just keeps people poor. They can't work too much unless you're at full retirement age, or else you have to lose some of your benefits, right? Some people, and again, this is the issue with the U.S., there's programs out there where if you have $2,000 in your bank account, you don't get your benefit for that month because you have too much in assets. They're just trying to keep us poor. That's all the government's trying to do. Because if you want help from the U.S. government, you have to prove that you are poor. You can't be, well off. You can't have an average life. You can't have savings in the bank. You have to be poor. This is a huge concern. But again, I bring this to your attention because this is exactly what we're seeing time and time again. It's nothing new. Lawmakers know what's happening, but they don't do anything about it. So, we're going to see what happens moving forward. The one thing I can tell you right now is that there will be nothing done for Social Security in 2024. I don't know for sure if we will see anything done for Social Security in 2025. It all depends on who wins the presidency, who holds the majority in the House, the Senate, and also which lawmakers will be in Congress in 2025. So, as we get more information here in the next few weeks, I promise I'll keep you up to date on everything that is going on. But as of right now, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.